Okay, so in the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the expert's mind, there are very few. Now, this is a quote I had read from the book Shoe Dog by Phil Knight, and it's a quote from an author, Shunryu Suzuki. And it made me go dive into a rabbit hole of Shunryu, and he has a book called Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind, which I haven't read yet, but it's on my to-read list. But I think about this a lot, and other people say it in different ways, in different shapes and forms, like Alex Hormozi says it with the woman in the red dress not getting distracted. Or how in the beginner, you need to do more activity and then less thinking, and the experts need to do less activity and more thinking. So yeah, and I break this down into like 3 different kind of categories. One is the open-mindedness versus the specialization. And the beginners approach tasks and challenges with an open mind. They're not constrained by the notions of the limitations of the expertise. And the expert, on the other hand, they've honed in their skills in a particular field. Their deep knowledge and experience can sometimes limit their ability to see unconventional or creative solutions. Now, it's because they're like tapped into it specifically. Then on the other hand, it's doing the same thing for a long period of time. Number 2, it's the curiosity and exploration versus the mastery in sticking with said thing. So the beginners often approach new subjects or new tasks with curiosity or a willingness to explore. They're not afraid to make mistakes. But on the other hand, they end up quitting once they find out that the pit of despair is across all different industries. So therefore, they have to continue out to see it through on the other end, which usually this turns a lot of people off and they go into a different hobby or a different job. The experts typically achieve a high level of mastery in their fields, which is the result of years of focused practice and study. The mastery can lead to a more narrow focus on known methods and techniques. Again, we see this across the board. Professional basketball players, professional snowboarders, anybody that's an expertise in their fields, it's years upon years of compounding knowledge and skill set and messing up and just sticking with it. It's beautiful. And finally, the last one I think about is like the divergent and versus convergent thinking. So the beginner engages in divergent thinking, where they generate a wide range of ideas and possibilities. The experts, on the other hand, know that there are only very few choices. Wrapping back into the quote, the beginner's mind, there's endless possibilities. In the expert's mind, there are only very few. I really do believe that. If you're new here, my name is Alfred Romero, and welcome to the Wade Gretzky Show. If you haven't already and you see some value in this video, go ahead and subscribe down below. And if you'd like to, drop a like on the video. And if you're feeling really engaged, feel free to comment. I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I'll see you guys on the next one.